What's good, my peeps? Welcome back to another recap of Snowfall, Season 6, Episode 7. If you're not yet subscribed, please just subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment. Yeah, let's get into this video right now. Here we see Aunt Luie standing in front of Uncle Jerome's coffin because this is the episode that we say goodbye to Uncle Jerome. This is his funeral is in this episode. It was a good episode. Most of it was mainly surrounded what happened to Uncle Jerome. We see here where Franklin and Louis took him to the morgue to get cleaned up, so that the police them couldn't find out anything at all. He told them not to call the police. So Leon took Aunt Louie home from the morgue. He offered to stay with her, but she said that she was good. So, yeah, Leon's was looking out for Aunt Louie. She looked devastated when she gets inside, and then she finds out that she's there by herself. There's no Uncle Jerome. So I'm wondering what's going on in her head at this moment. She's still blaming Franklin, or is stuff gonna change? Teddy gets a surprise visit from his ex. And she's trying to get him to give Franklin back his money and, just put this case to bed. But I don't think he's going to give up that money at all because he's saying that they're safe. He thinks that they're safe. But you never know. When you take a man's money, anything can happen at any time. So we'll see what Teddy's doing in the next episode. Franklin gets home and finally tells Cece about what's happened to Uncle Jerome. That's her only brother. It was just the two of them. So she's gonna be really, really sad and really, really hurt about it. So then they take a drive and go to the morgue where his body was laying, and she take a look. Franklin tried to console his mom and give her a hug, but she wasn't having none of it. This is one of them episodes where you see a character, but you don't hear much from them. Cece went to go visit Aunt Louie to see how she was doing. While she was there, she was asking if her and Franklin are gonna stop, this war because it's causing too much hurt. But Aunt Louie starts crying and saying that it's Franklin's fault. Franklin went to go see Leon the next day, went to go borrow some money. So Leon asked him what was it for. He said, price of freedom. So I think that's what he's gonna use to pay Uso to see if he can set up Teddy so that he can, take Teddy out for killing his dad and taking all of his money. And Leon told him that, he's got him, so we'll see what happened. Aunt Louie, she had a nightmare. And she went to go see Scully. Scully was dressing her wounds and stuff like that. She asked him, how does he deal with losing his family? And he said he don't. She asked him, don't you feel like you want to burn this place down? And he said, yeah, but they won't let him. So they had a nice little heart-to-heart. Scully's a bit crazy, but he had some good advice for Aunt Louie. And then, they just sat and looked at each other. Wanda packed up her stuff. She's telling Leon that she wants to leave the PJs, with Uncle Jerome being gone and all the crime and violence. And that's one thing, you can't keep a drunkie around drugs, and she don't want to relapse, so I think she needs to be out. Here, this one here, you see Teddy trying to get in contact with Aunt Louie. said, told him that he wants to speak to her, but Aunt Louie ain't having none of it because at this moment she's trying to sort out Uncle Jerome's funeral. Uso and Franklin meet up, and he told him that the detective was in his house. Franklin looked a bit shook, but he assured Franklin that everything was cool, and he wanted to get the papers them so he could get his family out. But then they had to like chill and put the heads together and try see how they can get Teddy out. Uso said he wants Teddy dead because if Teddy is not dead, then Teddy's gonna come back at him, and he's gonna get all of them. So him and Franklin are planning. Teddy goes to meet Aunt Louie, and this is where when Teddy found out that Uncle Jerome's not with us no more, and Aunt Louie told him he wanted Aunt Louie to help him set up Franklin. Aunt Louie told him that after the funeral, then anything is anything. So yeah, everyone turning out, a lot of people turning out to show their respect to Uncle Jerome, and we see Big Dion and his girlfriend coming to the funeral to come show their respect to the big homie, OG, triple OG, Jamin Jerome. And so here we see Scully coming to pay his last respect. Uncle Jerome had a lot of respect in the hood, and a lot of these people are like people that he worked with. So Wanda and Leon, I think Leon is, a lot of things going on in his mind. You see Cece and Franklin. Yeah, Cece's got that Black Panther theme. She got a few Black Panthers walking around behind her. Uncle Jerome, Jamin Jerome, at his final resting place. Trust me, from the beginning of this seasons, Uncle Jerome have made us laugh. He had some dark times where he had to get dark. Caught a few bodies that he shouldn't have caught, but that's part of the game. Aunt Louie, we feel sorry for Aunt Louie. Everybody they've lost someone that, got a lot of respect in the hood. Leon and Wanda. Wonder what's gonna happen to them in the next episode. Will they make it out? I hope that they do make it out. And, maybe go back to Africa or something. Go somewhere where they can find some peace. Leon don't want to be in the game no more, I don't think. Scully went to go look on Uncle Jerome's body. But he had like 2 bodyguards, just keeping everybody at bay until it was time. He just looked at them and walked off. He's funny, man, I'm telling you. Here everyone's gathering, to say the final goodbye to Uncle Jerome. Yeah, so Aunt Louie wanted to see Franklin. He asked her, what can he do for her? And she just asked him, like, why did you come back for me? Said that he was raised to respect women, and he couldn't find himself leaving her there with Kane and his friends, knowing what they were going to do to her. That's when she told him that he was a devil. Franklin just smiled and said that I know. It was a sad end to this episode. So we're just waiting now to see what's going to happen in episode 8.